Puerto Rico and the staggering new number out this evening. We have traveled to Puerto Rico so many times since Hurricane Maria hit the island. More than 3 million American citizens live there. The official death toll had been 64. Tonight, that death toll now 2,975 lives lost. ABC's Victor Oquendo again tonight.
Tonight, nearly 1 year after Hurricane Maria slammed Puerto Rico, a staggering new number, a death toll vastly underestimated. The independent report from researchers at George Washington University reveals 2,975 people lost their lives due to Maria. The official government death toll had been 64. The power out for months, medicine in short supply. President Trump visiting Puerto Rico, tossing paper towels to those affected, and then declaring Maria's destruction was far short of Katrina.
If you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina, and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died.
The president, at the time, speaking of the immediate death toll in Puerto Rico.
16 people certified. 16 people versus in the thousands.
But even then, families across Puerto Rico, where more than 3 million American citizens live, found the numbers difficult to believe. David reporting from Puerto Rico on the eve of the president's visit.
Buenas tardes.
Just 15 minutes from where the president held his news conference. Families with no running water, no power, the darkened hallways. Lisbeth Vasquez Delgado and her family, her aging parents, waiting for help, nearly 2 weeks after the storm.
We had heard that inspectors had been visiting some of these buildings all over Puerto Rico. Have you seen any inspectors?
No, not at all. They have not come to see what has happened to these apartments.
No one has come?
No one has come.
And we asked, has anyone brought food?
How much food and water have they brought?
None.
Nothing.
None at all.
Stepping through doorways ravaged by the hurricane, Lisbeth's parents, Elmer and Gloria, had been waiting for medicine.
This is the first medicine?
This is the first medicine.
And it's Motrin.
ABC News returning to the island several times, outrage over how long it took for the power to return, and disbelief over that initial death toll, far lower than what many thought here. Just 2 months ago, we were back in Yabucoa.
We've got that worker up there trying to restore power.
The electricity had still not come back on.
Do you feel like you've been forgotten?
Yeah, we forgotten.
And tonight, Puerto Rico's governor now declaring this new number, the official death count. David, as you know from your visit to Puerto Rico as well, this new death toll is what so many on the ground feared and believed all along. Now with hurricane season upon us, the more than 3 million Americans living in Puerto Rico are all too familiar with the dangers they face. David?
Victor Oquendo, we thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone that taught me his truth. And salutations all you sincere laborers out there pushing his truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. All right, before I begin this lesson, I would like to thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to do another video. All right, and I'm thy fellow servant Kanakala coming at you once again from GMS, St. Petersburg, Florida. And the video you saw was a video released today. I actually forget the date. What today's date is. The 28th, okay? That video was released August 28th, 2018. It was a recap on the Hurricane Maria that popped off last year. That killed about almost 3,000 people, okay? And it's heavy because right now it's hurricane season. And they're pretty much reviewing what happened last year, which was judgment from the Lord. You know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the one the world then calls God and Jesus Christ. And the reason why I'm making this video is right here to show you this. It says the most active month for hurricanes begins this weekend. Is the tropical Atlantic about to wake up? All right, so September is that most active month. I'm gonna play this video right here, see if it plays for me.
lot of people have been wondering if we are going to see the tropics wake up in September. Of course, we're looking back, those were of Hurricane Maria. Now, we certainly want to note that the named storm frequency goes up in September. If you are a Weather Channel fan, you already know that. You hear us talk about this every single year. And just so you know that there are some waves set to emerge off the coast of Africa that could develop into tropical cyclones as they track westward. This is the possible development area for one of those in the next 5 days. That being said, there's always a chance that the different forecast models are not necessarily going to agree with each other, pretty typical in the early stages. We want to show you this example of how a storm could become an increased East Coast threat. Again, just reiterating that this is an example, not current. And we also want to show you the typical tracks and origins of areas of development in September. I'm going to click over to October so that you can see September is a little bit more expansive than October, but there's certainly potential still going. And it only takes one storm. It only takes one to make a memorable hurricane season, so the time to prepare is still now.
Cotton. So she said it only takes one storm to pretty much make a memorable hurricane season. So all it takes is one, man. I'm gonna get into a little bit of this article. It says the tropical Atlantic might begin to wake up early in September. Multiple tropical waves are forecast to emerge off the coast of West Africa, some of which develop into a tropical cyclone. September is the peak month of Atlantic hurricanes, recording more hurricanes in the basin than any other month on record. All right. Let me get into a little bit right here. It says, go down. You can see the difference here with September. Zoom into this. All right. As you can see here, September, like she said, has the peak of the most naming of hurricanes, because this is the time where they're most active. All right, and this is the University of Miami source. All right, and they get a lot of that, a lot of those hurricanes because they're right down there off the panhandle of Florida. All right, we got a GMS, the brothers down there in Miami. Lord, will they remain safe this hurricane season while the Lord began to judge this place? All right. So, like it says, this graph shows that named storm hurricanes and major hurricane frequencies are typically the highest from August through September, with September being, August through October, with September being the peak. All right. Atmospheric conditions are more favorable over a much larger expanse of the Atlantic basin during the peak months of August through October than early in the season. All right. So as we can see, typical tracks and origins of tropical storms in August, September, and October. All right, and you can see right here, pretty much, this is this will have to be, I believe, August, and that will be September. The one with all the arrows will be September. All right, hold on one sec. Right here. This would be September. So it broadens the spectrum in September. And remember, all it takes is one to make a memorable hurricane season like it did last year, Hurricane Maria. All right. With that, man, that was the point made in this. I'm going to get some precepts and I'm going to log out. It's Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder. All right, hurricanes bring thunder and lightning, and with earthquakes, and with great noise and storm. All right, and there's been tons of earthquakes this year, man, and we still have 4 months left in this year. All right, go look up the stats of earthquakes this year. All right, and great noise, and with storm, and with tempest, like you. All right, so that tempest pretty much means a whirlwind. It says, and the flame of devouring fire. All right, and that's that last plague, those thermonuclear missiles. All right, so this is how the Lord visited this place. He starts to plague it. So Lord's will, man, the Lord make this a beautiful, beautiful hurricane month. All right, because this is where hurricanes are the most active. Elder Tahar deemed this the year of prophecy. So Lord's will, this place get hit pretty good, man. All right, next scripture I'm gonna get is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So we're measuring the times. We see the signs of the times, uproars of the people. We see wars and rumors of wars. World War III is set and ready to go. All right. Donald Trump, Russia, Iran, China, NATO, EU, so on and so forth, Syria, Israel. This place is ready. So measure out the time diligently in itself, and when thou see parts of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, thou shalt understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. And did not he say, thou shalt be visited, the Lord, with storms and tempests? We saw that last year, man. Okay, Donald Trump put his foot in his mouth. The death toll was a lot higher than when he initially stated the death toll. All right, it's close to 3,000. All right, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder. Okay, and with earthquakes and with great noise and storm and tempest and a flame of fire. All right, and you notice all those hurricane patterns they seem to face right here at good old America, man. All right, so the Lord is, may the Lord, man, bring more death and destruction to America. All right, this Amos 9, verse 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon a sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. The Lord is going to leave a remnant. But the eyes of the Lord God are upon a sinful kingdom. All right, so there will be no more rest in America in the near future. The dollar is going to collapse, right in the midst of all these plagues, man. All right, the Lord is, there will never be a good day in America here pretty soon. All right, we're in that transition to there'll never be a regular day, a usual day here in America. All right, the Lord is getting ready to destroy this place. With that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashem Kwakadash, the one still apostle of the great millstone that taught me this truth. And salutations, all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. Remember, the most active month for hurricanes begin this weekend, the month of September. Send up prayers, man. Lord's will. Shalom.